Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Farish from Taskade, and today I will be sharing a few things with you guys on this live stream. Thank you for joining me. I think it's 4 p.m. in the US or PT. So, good evening, good afternoon if you're there. And if you're from Asia, I'm from Singapore, it'll be good morning, 7 a.m. Uh, Having some kind of allergies today, so my voice might be a little raspy or even funny. And I might take a short break here and there just to drink some water, clear my throat. Okay, so this week's live stream, I'm doing it a little bit differently. Usually, we will be sharing updates on Taskade and sharing, demoing with you the product. But today, I will be doing it differently in the sense that I am going to demo features that we already have and show you how to use Taskade. So some of the commonly requested features were about Google Forms and AI agent teams. So I realized that we haven't really been covering AI agent teams. So today I will show you my way of using AI agent teams, and hopefully it gives you an idea of how to use them properly. Okay, so all right, let me go full screen. Okay, 1 a.m. in Italy. Thanks for joining us, man. I'll keep it short. I won't. Usually, I do the live stream for about an hour, but I think today I'm not feeling too well. So maybe let's aim for 30 to 45 minutes, but I'll teach you as much as I can, make it worth your time. Okay, so two things on the main agenda today, which is for so I have a screen up here, so I'm always looking up. So two things for the agenda today, which is the Google Forms to email automation. I created this one to connect Google Forms to Taskade, and I'll show it to you later. And then the other one is AI agent teams. So these are teams of AI agents that work together. So I have just some easy definition of AI agents here. So in Taskade, AI agents are smart assistants that combine automation with contextual knowledge. So things like your project, team workflows, and user preferences, and they help you manage tasks and answer questions and optimize your productivity. So common question is why would people use AI agents and not AI chat? I mean, you can use AI chat to get things done, but AI agents go further. They If they work well, they automate your tasks. They can make decisions, and you can choose whether you want to allow them to make decisions or not. And they act independently using the knowledge of your workflows. And my favorite part about AI agents is that um, they have knowledge. So it's up to you how smart you want your AI agent to be. And there's another bonus section here about AI agent knowledge discussion. We covered this last week, but what I'll do this week is I will just share with you a kit which teaches you best practices about training AI agents. So that'll be right at the end of the stream. Okay, so let's go over to the Google Forms workflow. So for today's workflow, the Google Forms automation, I have a simple table here. And this table is just to track, okay, I'll show you the forms first. So as in this sample, assume that you have an event coming and you want to get people to fill up Google Forms. And so this is what a simple form looks like. This is by no means ready for people to use. It's just a rough sample. So it's an event feedback form, just for me to uh, find out if people enjoyed my event or not. Um, so simple field like typical fields, so like name, how would you rate the event, what do you enjoy the most, what could be improved for next time, and would you attend a similar event again. And the thing about Google Forms is, okay, you'll see that my responses here. Uh, okay, is this my email? So yeah, I was just testing and playing around, making sure the form works. And for Google Forms, I know that you can view it in sheets, so that it automatically generate a sheet for you. So I feel like it's not useful to um, like gather this form and paste the data in Taskade because he already does it on Google Form. You could, but I prefer to just keep it on Sheets. So let's assume that you follow the usual workflow of just keeping the responses in a sheet. To use Taskade, you can go a step further and do this. So I have this. Maybe I'll show you the automation first. So this is the workflow that I have for this Google Forms. So this is the trigger. So I connected it to the Google Forms. It's very fast, like 5 seconds or something. And then trigger is every time it submits a new response for this form, it will run the automation. The thing about this is, I know ideally probably like every time someone submits the form, we want it to automatically trigger the automation. But in this case, for Google Forms, it's limited to every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, it will run the automation, like check through all the new responses and run it one shot. So that's a little limitation here. So yeah, it's not every single, it doesn't trigger every time you get a response, but every 15 minutes it checks for new data, which I guess it's okay because for Google Forms, you just want to let it run on the background. So yeah, I guess it's not really like time sensitive. Um, okay, every time it shoots a trigger, this happens, it will send an email. I connected it to my Gmail. Um, and so to, so who you want to send this email to in this field right here. You know what, maybe I'll remove my face here. It's full screen, right? Okay, cool. So who do you want to send the email to? You can do this two ways because Google Form already collects it for you. You can either click the plus sign and click respondent's email, or if you prefer to just type things out, you can just press add and then respondent's email. Okay. So if you're not good with shortcuts, just remember the plus sign here. To who you want to send it to. Subject line, this will be the subject line for all the emails that the Google Form sends. So for me, it's thank you for submitting the survey, and then plus sign, the name of the guy or the girl or the lady, man. And then the body, the plain text, this will be the body of the email that you sent. So mine is, hey, the plus sign, name of the person who submitted the survey. Thank you for taking the time to fill up our survey. Here's a 10% off discount for next event. Cheers. So ideally, if this was a real email, I would do like code, something like this, more realistic. And then yeah, so from is will be my email address, but I guess you can put something else if you want, but I usually just leave this by default. So yeah, so this is the email that it will automatically send. And then I'll do a simple branch from this. This is simply just to survey happy customers and unhappy customers. So customer happy. So if you realize in the form, and there's a field for would you attend a similar event again, the answer is yes or no. So what I did was I filtered this data, so split it into paths. If the customer is happy, I set it under custom conditions. So this was what I did. Let me show you. Wait, it's a branch. So I'll redo this and show you what I mean. But uh, it's a branch, so yes and no. So yes, if the customer is happy, this is a little bit formatted in not in a nice way, but I'll feedback to the team. Um, so you have the form integrates with your questions here. So what it was, would you attend a similar event again? So if the person is happy, you can use exactly matches, but I prefer to just use contains, just a preference. So yes, so any variation of yes, it will go to this branch. If not, it will go to the second one, which is unhappy. So assume that someone says no, I don't like the. Sorry, a sec. Let's say someone says no, I don't like the event. I will automatically add a task to the table that I showed you before, and I'll show you again after this. The block, I have a name block here. Okay, and the content of the task is the person's name, and then their email address, which Google Form collects, and the answer for what could be improved next time. Obviously, this can be better. It could be like you can trigger the form in such a way that if every time a person says no, you ask them to elaborate and paste it here. But for me, I chose the lazy way out, which is just to paste what could be improved for next time. So again, the way I got this was by clicking plus and choosing here. Okay. And then after adding the task, let's say you want to go one step further, you can even add and assign tasks. action here, and you can automatically assign it. So in my project, it's just me, so I can automatically assign new tasks to myself. Yeah, and to go one step even further, let's say if you really want to solve unhappy customer queries like immediately, you can add a step here. Maybe you prefer Slack. You can choose Slack and send a direct message or channel message. Maybe a channel, you have Slack channel. Can connect it to your Slack account. Choose your channel. Once it's connected, it will appear here. Let's say like then I click add. Um, Maybe I'll just link it to the project so that there's a view. Maybe you want to add some context here, so you can do like um, what could be improved for next time. Yeah. So if you see that, oh no, it's a bad response or whatever, then you can go and go to the project and solve it immediately. Yeah. And similarly, you can do it for this branch as well. So let's say the customer is happy, you can add a step, maybe send a different email or anything. Can be creative here. Yeah, but that's a very very simple automation that I set up for this Google Forms. So um, now let me show you the table. So keep in mind this is for unhappy customers. So let's say the customer is unhappy. I'm adding a task to a project, and this is what the project looks like. Boom, boom. Okay, this is what the project looks like. So yeah, formatting is off. Okay, so these are the names of the people who were unhappy with my event. This is the email address that Google collected. And then for this one, it's just reached out. I added a custom field columns for yes and no. So by default, if there is a new unhappy customer, it should default to no. You can set up an automation for that, but I did this manually. So the way I did this was I just click the add column here, scroll down, single select, and then you can type anything you want. Yeah. Yeah, so you can do any sort of custom fields that you want. Okay, let's do it this. Okay, so I didn't assign this to anyone because it's just me in the project. But if you wanted to, if you enable the automation that I created, you will automatically assign it to Taskade staff. So it should look like this. Okay. Okay. Yep. This is what it should look like. So this should give you everything that you need to respond to the person who was unhappy with your event. And there's some context here. So these are the reasons why they didn't really like the event. So yeah, that was a very simple automation which I created for Google Forms to email integration in Taskade. So just now I didn't show you how to create a branch because it was pre-created. So now I'm just gonna delete this branch and I'll redo it so that you know how to create a branch on your own. So delete this. So let's refresh the automation. When someone sends a new Google form response, every 15 minutes it will trigger. It will send an email thanking the person for filling up the survey, and then I want to filter it to um, a happy customer and an unhappy customer. So what do? I need to filter data, and there are two steps. So I would do a branch. So the way you do it is you can select branch here, or you can just type branch, which I usually do. And let's say if you want to find out more about branch, you can click on the Help Center article here. So here you go, branch split into paths. Okay, so split into paths simply means uh, if or. It's very simple. So path conditions A, let's say the person is happy. You can rename it, of course. So happy. For this one, you can go to unhappy. Unhappy. Okay. Ah, okay. So the filter here would be happy customers. For the data, I know that the form collects data for me, so it should be, would you attend a similar event? The answer was yes or no. Happy means yes. and I usually choose contains. You can choose exactly matches, but I don't know. It's a habit for me to always use yes. And unhappy customers, let's say, same question, contains no. What happens for T plus? No. Okay. So this is for the unhappy customer. So what do we want to do when a customer is unhappy? Let's just say, I want to add a task to the project. So you click add the task, add task, link it to your project. I have this project. Block, I have a name block. Content, I think would be customer name. What is your name? So that, I'll show it to you. Position, I'll do it right at the end. So this is just where it appears in the project. So I just want to appear, I want it to appear right at the bottom, not at the top. And the fields, I would add the fields. Uh, let's see, reached out. Let's see, add task. Reached out, yeah, no. So automatically do no. And then the feedback. What do I want to say for the feedback field? It should be what the customer said, what could be improved for next time. I think I got everything there. So basically, what this means is I'm telling Taskade to add a task into this project. So this is the name of the customer right on the left. And then for the reached out field, I want it to automatically add no. So new task will automatically be not reached out. And then for the feedback, I wanted to add what the customer thought could be improved for next time. So you can add more fields here depending on what your form has. You can add email here and then click plus or add an @ sign. And then I think that's the customer email. Here you go, respondent's email. Yeah, can do it like that. Yeah, and then to go a step further, you can assign it automatically, assign the task. So it's under task, assign task. Project. Project ID just means the project that is involved in this flow, but let's just select the table. Task ID would be task ID. Okay, this is from the add task action, the task ID here. The user would be me. So basically, what this just means is when you add a task to this project, you will automatically assign the task to me. So obviously, if you have a team here, it would be you can assign it to other people, and then maybe you want to close the loop, can add a step. Say, can send maybe a Slack message. Slack here. Maybe you want to send a channel message, and then obviously connect your account, and then just say like, "Hi, task assign." Respond now, and then maybe the email of the customer, the name of the customer, and the reason. So what could be improved for next time? So yeah, that's how you do branches, and for in this case, it's for the Google Forms to email automation. Okay. Oh yeah, and I also have a demo email, so I forgot to show it to you guys. So for this step, I ran it yesterday, so I have 1,000 emails. So this is what it looks like. So I was testing the Google Forms based on verified emails or not. So I also found that you have to enable this part. If not, it won't collect the email for you. I didn't know that. So when I ran the automation the first few times, it didn't trigger properly because of this part. So you go under settings in the forms, form defaults, collect email addresses by default. It will be do not collect, but you must enable it for it to work properly. If you don't enable it, it won't work. So yesterday I had to do it to find this out. Hence the bad responses. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I was just testing it out. So my name was verified email. So this is what the customer would see. So thank you for submitting the survey, and this would be the customer name. And then hey, customer name. Thank you for taking time to fill out a survey. Here's 10% off for next event. Cheers. So formatting went a bit off here. So that's on me. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Okay. Cool. So that was the Google Forms automation. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll make my face reappear again. Okay. Hi. Yeah, if there are any questions, feel free to let me know. If not, I will go on to very quickly AI teams. Need a short second. Yeah. I think it was my cat yesterday. Uh, Quite allergic to cats, but I still keep them. How do you say no to cats? You cannot. Okay, so AI teams. Let me see. AI teams is something that I don't really use, but that's only because now I'm quite familiar with automation and I want complete and uh, complete control over the steps and what the AI does. I want it to do like progressively and not on its own. It's just a personal preference. But let's just say you want to experiment with a team of AI. You can do that with Taskade, and it's super easy to do. You can use AI to create AI, and it works. So I'll demo it for you right now. I have two AI teams here. So the way you do it is I have a folder here called AI teams. Teams. Yeah. And okay, so I created two. One is a simple market analysis workflow, and one is called the content team. But yeah, I'll show you to maybe I'll run through with you. Let's create a team together and let's use AI for this. So how you do it? You create AI team here. And name of the team. So, what kind of team do we want to create today? Let me see. I already have a content team and a market analysis AI team. Maybe I want like a startup advice. That'd be nice. Okay. And then let's say these are the agents that I created yesterday, all using AI. Let's just say you want to have some fun. You want to get some startup advice. Maybe you can create an agent, and so you can use our templates here, the in-app templates, or create from scratch. But in this case, let's generate with AI. Uh, Create an AI agent that can help brainstorm ideas. Hmm. This here. I think that's how it spells name. Let's try. Give it some time to run. Let's see. Okay. Gary V brainstorm. Okay, cool. Comes with custom prompts and I believe commands as well. Yep. Tools. I usually just like to just automatic approval. I don't need it to do LinkedIn and what's this WordPress. I just need it to ask agent and maybe see. Let's run agent command. Yes, automatic approval. So I'm just gonna let it free flow and do things on its own. So this was the Gary V brainstormer. So okay, let's generate another one. Let's say Iron. Okay. mm, Good. I want it to sound like Tony Stark. I want him to give me professional advice. And after, while it's creating, let's think of one more agent that could give you advice. So create. I'll go to the tools. Ask agent. I'll give automatic, and then I will turn off the WordPress and calendar. I don't need it, but I need the run agent command and automatic will update. Okay. I need someone else with with a tone that everyone knows. Let me see. One last agent to generate. Let me see. Huh. Okay. Uh, turn off. Make it sound right. And I don't know. Maybe let's not go for a person, but let's go for like traits. Very uh, successful. Uh, uh, is very critical. Okay. Maybe just this one for fun. Let me generate. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's go to commands, tools. Same thing again. I'll turn this tool off. Yeah, run agent command, automatic approval here, update. And as usual, you can add knowledge to your agents, but this is just, I just wanted to show you that you can create a quick team with AI, like create AI with AI, which is crazy. Things progress so fast with AI. Okay, let me one last one. Create an AI agent that grows businesses. It is highly offensive and will tear your business apart, but it will give you uh, changes to fuel. Okay, so a roasting agent to just roast your roast your business and tell you what's bad with it, but then give you the strategies to fix this gap. Okay, business savage business critic. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the final AI agent. For the tools, let's see. Ask agent, run agent command, automatic, automatic. Okay, and the components of our team are ready. Now we will create the team itself. What was it called? Startup Advice AI team. So it was a few. It was the Gary V one, Tony Stark agent, business no Savage business critic. Oh, this was the very smart business guy. Great. So this is my AI team. So you can choose it defaults to auto, so you will choose the best agent to respond, or you can choose to talk to specific agents, or you can just choose everyone. Let's choose auto. Um, let's see. I want to create a business that provide electricity for free. We'll give the brainstormer Gary V brainstormer. Okay. Yeah, then we'll just tell you everything you need to know. Advice for this business. I wanna talk to someone who's angry. Should give it to Tony Stark, right? Yeah, because Tony Stark does clean, sustainable energy with his arc reactor. Okay, cool. So Tony Stark gave me some advice, and then let me see. Savage business critic. Okay. How viable is his business? Give me a strategy. So now we had a business strategist agent who develops the strategy for you, and while it's giving me the strategy, I'll say, okay, roast this roast this strategy, and it should give it to the savage administrator. Okay, and it just rips apart the strategy for you. Uh, then it just yeah, ended up being quite funny. Yeah, so there we go. It automatically assigns all the basically your questions to the appropriate agent. So this was more like a funny idea on on how it does this. There's also an idea that is more realistic. I mean, this is also quite realistic, I guess, but you can obviously choose and create better agents. Let's say you have a simple, let me see, what was this marketing analysis workflow? Um, okay, so this was me testing. Let's start a new chat. Uh, let's say, so now I have to choose a business that I'm in. Let's just say I make shoes globally. Cool casual shoes. Uh, like, okay. Uh, I don't know. I'm just spitballing right now. So this team has a few agents. So first, it will identify the competitors for me. So let's say, oh, who's this? Puma. Let's say Puma is or maybe New Balance. Let's just say, okay, I want to know more about New Balance. Let's just say, tell me more about New Balance. Just then it gives it to the feature analyst. So just now was the identifier agent. Now it's the analysis agent. So it will tell me more about New Balance, maybe some of the shoes, what it it's good at, and then do a SWOT analysis. Company versus this. Well, he probably doesn't know what my business does, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. I give it some context. So, yeah. So strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So very simple SWOT analysis for this. And then we summarize this. And then I have an agent that summarizes. Yeah, there you go. The whole thing for me. Yeah. So this is just an example of how you can get a group of agents together and making them work together in Taskade. So this is quite cool. I guess perhaps if you're like a solo business owner and you need some advice, I'm not saying talking to the AI, but I'm saying that perhaps you can experiment with using AI to brainstorm and come up with some strategies to give you more like perspective and insight. Last one, what was this? Content team. Okay. Um, this one is the more simple use case, and I think we usually show off content team workflows, but let's try again. Um, I think this is a productivity block brainstorm assistant. Brainstorm some productivity techniques for me. Give me 5. There you go. Let's say you like the time blocking one. Cool. Write a blog article about there you go. Obviously, this AI agent is not trained, so it's going to give you an article that sounds like any other article in the market. So tweak it, train it with knowledge, and give it some good prompts so that it um, creates the blog article properly. So let's just say you like this article. So now you have a, let's say, nice. Now give me And now it's just gonna, so let's say you already wrote the article, you can also let it automatically publish to WordPress. But I would do that only after you train the AI agent to output stuff in a way that you are comfortable with. So right now, this is just very vanilla AI agent. I think if you post this article, you're just gonna get penalized by Google because I think everyone is doing this. What differentiates your strategy with AI from any other from your competitors would be how you train your AI agent. And yeah, the better you train it, the better your output will be. So invest some time in training your AI agent. Spend a few hours, and it will save you countless hours in the future. So yeah. So after writing the article, now the social media copywriting agent will just write all the copies for you. So this is again very vanilla output, but it works. So if you really want this to be good, train the AI agents, and yeah, you can have a team of AI agents working for you. Okay, that's cool. So that was all that I have today. Um, I know I said something about the AI agent knowledge discussion. I have a kit for you for that. Here we are. So what I did was basically I bundled um, the everything you need to know about training AI agents into this simple kit. So this is a FAQ. Ryan from Taskade, who works in the customer service team. Oh no, I spelled credits wrong. I'll correct that later. Um, Basically, this is just some notes teaching you on the best practices on training AI agents. So I believe this is all you need to actually train usable and good agents. So please have a look at this if you really want to differentiate the way you create AI agents from your competitors. This is a very useful document. And then this is just once you read that article, you'll have some knowledge about breadth and depth, and you want to see this. Oh, this is in this view. Oh, this is what. Okay, let me copy the link first, and I'll paste it in the chat. Okay, so go ahead and save this kit. And basically, what this breadth and depth thing is supposed to look like is like this. Let's see. Net agent knowledge. Net agent knowledge. Yeah, I think it should be Livestream. Net agent training. Yeah. So here you go. This is the so the in case you didn't know, you can change views in Taskade. So, oops, this is the way you do it. This is the list view. This is the board view. So if you like Kanban boards, but this is not. I didn't. Oops. I didn't format this to be Kanban board. There's also the calendar view if you prefer to use calendars. Table view, one of my favorite views today. So it just helps you organize work very quickly. Mind map view, my favorite view for like visualizing information. In this case, you see, like if you just had a list, it'll be just, it's quite messy. You can use mind map view to just help you branch out and visualize things clearer. So yeah, this after you read the main document, this is just to show you everything else. You can also do the org chart view. This is more for like organizational charts, but I guess if you really wanted to break down your information, you can use this as well. There's also the Gantt chart view, but I don't really use this view, so I can't tell you much about it. Okay, yeah, that's it from me. I'll share the link to this kit with you in the chat. If there are any questions, please let me know. Mm, yeah, and I think we do have updates coming soon. From what I hear, the upcoming updates will be very cool. And maybe I'll share with you something that I've been doing personally with Fast. Fast is in this chat right now. So in the automation step, you have this thing called browse templates, and so you can just go to like you just choose flows that you want and use it, or you can generate flows with AI. But I realized that it's been a while since we updated this, and I had a conversation with John. John is our CEO, and he wants us to improve this whole thing. So what me and Faz have been doing this week is basically just creating automation flows for every single category here, and we should be pushing it out. No, maybe next week because we'll be done with this today. And basically, if we manage to ship it in time, what you'll see is we would have updated all of the automations here. So ideally, you'll be able to use the automations with proper flows, proper prompts, and something good and usable that everyone can use together. So that was what I was busy with this week, and I'm excited for that to go live. Yeah. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to cover for today. Yep. Let me know if there are any questions in the chat. Yeah, I know I said 30 to 45 minutes. It's been 46 minutes. Yeah. But I hope you learned something today. Um, yeah, and if there are anything that you there is anything that you want me to cover in next week's live stream, let me know. Um, yeah, guess that's it. Cool. Any questions? Let me know in the chat. Let me just open the chat, scroll through, see if I missed anything. Uh, 1 a.m. in Italy. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, it's should be what 1:45 now. I hope you learned something useful from this stream today. Not on today's agenda, but any possibility to update DALI with the latest version of image generation of OpenAI. Image one is the name of the model. Okay, yeah. So for us, the engineering team does all the updates. We just try to show it to the world. Um, but yes, definitely we can raise this to the team. Let me just copy your request here. Right. And then what's this? Image one. Thank you. Uh, yeah, we'll ask the engineering team about that. All right, guys. That's it from me. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next stream. And if you have anything that you want to see, maybe there's a certain part about Taskade that you're unclear about, feel free to ask me and I'll cover it in the live stream. I know we've been talking a lot about AI, but maybe you just want simple project management tips, maybe even creating tables or Kanban boards in Taskade, or maybe even video call in Taskade. Just let me know. I'll be happy to cover it next week. All right. I'll see you. We might be changing the time, but I'll update you guys in the future. All right. Take care. Nice day. Nice weekend. Bye bye.